جمعوش بالبركة أيضا.
تخلصنا من الصف الأول كله فماذا؟
The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom.
I am excited about
Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyah? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons, for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
The translator? What name? You should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
وداعاً.
That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an. That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it.
I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something. These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders. Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift way is to kill silently. Death in seconds. It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense. This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Attention Symposium attendees.
There is that poet the bid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
Spirit of the sand.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman.
وطوال الليل قلقة بشأن لست متأكدة بصيغة.
Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade. They are dead. Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
It is true. Fazil leads the Order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
The old fraud Fazil went into hiding.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Cast your gaze and keep... Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars?
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you.
Where is it? I wish to complain about the shortness of the menu.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Forget I mentioned it.
Got a nice bit of land off the road.
Hold on! Bleed! You will suffer! Get on the back! Got it! Good! Watch your back! You won't survive! No!
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer to avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library.
This key could be
What's
useful.
this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
I better not use my weapons here.
كتاب السن يشاهد الصبيان أحيانا علماء الرياضيات مراجعة.
Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you. Looks clear.
I've lost
I can use
Fossil's
my
greatest
weapons
work.
again if needed.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazil's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase. Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
I will kill you!
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
There! Murderer here!
Don't let him disappear! Someone stop that! Huh? Who's?
Won't run so well once I pluck those eyes out.
find you yet.
Right. But I don't like it.
Hey! What the... Hey, what's going on? Right. Back to the board. On your guard! We have company! Hey!
Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
Some of this!
You catch that, shit eater! There, got you! Turn and face, you worm! Ha! Turn and face me! There!
There! None will best me! Shit! You won't fool me! Not getting through, fool! Come, be crushed! Pathetic!
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest. An impressive volume. Written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here.
Again I ask, those who came before are
those who shall return.
correct! You may proceed.
أنت أيها الوقح اللعين.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Don't worry. We've got plenty of volunteers.
You can pull my teeth out with hot irons before you get me in there. What was that? Just a matter of time, dead man.
He means the rats will know your eyeballs meet.
Right. Gone.
deep wrongness here. A reek of rot and iron. Those ropes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore.
This should help me blend in.
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We called this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to the inn.
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, you cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No, it is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper, Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.